So it is official. We have Marvel stepping in the arena to challenge Overwatch. Now, not really challenge, but they're making their own Overwatch style game called Marvel Rivals. Now, I know some of you might stumble upon this video and be very excited for this title. Well, I'm going to give you my thoughts on what I have witnessed within the recent trailer that has debuted to the world. And I'm going to let you guys know, are we looking good? Are we looking bad? And what the potential future could be for this title. Now, if that sounds good to you, make sure that you like this video. And if you care to stay up to date on all the shooter news and updates that you care about, consider subscribing today. Now, right off rip, I'm going to let you guys know I'm not a big Marvel fan, right? However, I do like Overwatch, and I do play Overwatch from time to time. Not too often, but I really respect Overwatch. In addition to that, I like watching gamers play it too. I personally think that it's an exciting team-based shooter that provides plenty of exciting moments. So Overwatch has a special place in my heart. Like, I really fuck with the game, honestly. Now, with that said, Marvel Rivals. What do we have here, guys? This game is described as a team-based PvP shooter. Now, at face value, you're going to look at this game and just say, hey, this is Overwatch. Straight up, this is Overwatch. Just skinned as a Marvel title, right? But it's not that simple. Let's get into some more details here. So, what game modes are within Marvel Rivals? We're going to have a push the payload game mode, which you should be familiar with if you have played any Overwatch. And then we have King of the Hill so far in the game as well. And that's another familiar game mode that traditional PvP shooter games carry. So this shouldn't be too foreign for anybody. Now, the game looks fun to me. I know people want to know off rip. Abel, what do you think? The game looks solid. The game looks solid. I don't know what the gameplay's hitting for here, but it looks good. I like the color palette we got going on. We see a lot of superheroes that you may or may not like. Myself personally, I was checking out the Hulk because, you know, go green. You know what I'm saying? I was checking out Iron Man too. He looked pretty fly. And then I seen Storm in there. She was looking nice. Okay. So from my perspective, the game looks solid, right? I would actually give this a go and see what's up. And you guys already know, I'm probably going to check this out and let you guys know in the future how I feel. But the game looks solid, and I appreciate that. Now, the developers of this title is NetEase. I looked into these guys. They're more known in the mobile space for the games that they produce, right? So one that you may be familiar or not familiar with is as follows. So they have made Dead by Daylight mobile, right? They have assisted in that. They have made Lost Light. Those are the only two that I personally took out of the lineup that I could resonate and actually have some thought of and some feedback on. Now, they made a slew of others, but I just want to put you in the space of what these guys develop. So that's what it is there. But the game at its core, for what I'm seeing, does not look too bad. However, you have to ask yourself the question, are we in for a good gaming experience? We don't know that just yet. Now, let's be brutally honest with ourselves. Overwatch is the flag carrier for this gaming space, right? For anything this style of shooter, you look to Overwatch as the example of what to do right within the arena shooter space like such as this, right? Marvel Rivals could do something special here. They honestly can. But again, they have to make sure that they're connecting the dots to at least hold the benchmark of what Overwatch has set far as like fun factor. They can't come under that. Okay? They have to at least deliver on fun factor to that extent for this game to get any type of momentum behind it, okay? Because I know there's going to be a lot of Marvel fans that may give this game a go. And if it is not firing off on that front and it doesn't provide that Overwatch-esque experience, it doesn't have to do it one-to-one, but it has to give something that Overwatch doesn't have, but yet still nail the fun factor. So that's going to be a tough balance for this game. But again, the game doesn't look inherently bad. It doesn't look like it's going to just be a straight write-off, okay? But again, though, we don't know how connectivity is going to be. We don't know how the gameplay is going to be. We don't know how the anti-cheat's going to be. These are big factors that you guys already know with me mean a lot to me. And again, fun factor. Is the fun factor there? We have yet to see it. We just don't know so far. And then you really have to look at this game from an objective scope here. What is the purpose of Marvel Rivals overall? Is NetEase just making a game that's going to be a cash grab? Does this game plan to be around 4 to 5 years later? Does it plan to do that? We don't know, guys, because we have seen games come and go constantly. And coming in this PvP shooter space here with a Marvel skin of like a Overwatch-esque type of experience, it's giving personally like it's a cash and grab. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's giving that, but let's see what happens in action. Let's see when the game is out in the wild, what it does to the community and how the community feels about it. And let's see what the developers do. Do they really go out their way to support this title? And do they really want this title to have staying power? Period. Are we going to be playing and talking about Marvel Rivals a year from now, 2 years from now, heck, 6 months from now? You know what I mean? We got to see where we are at with it. So with that said, I will give it credit there because, again, I like what I see. However, though, guys, I would be weary as we head into the future with this title. Now, there is said to be some type of alpha test coming out in May 2024, so we will ultimately see what this game is hitting for. Hopefully, I get into some degree and I'm able to check this out. Hopefully, we'll see. We'll see. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Also, guys, this game will be free to play upon Steam in the Epic Game Store when it drops in that alpha test. Now, I don't know anything about console just yet, but those are the platforms we have information on at the time being. Now, again, that's some exciting news if you are really looking forward to Marvel Rivals. Again, guys, I'm going to cautiously be optimistic for this game. We will see what it hits for if I'm able to play it. Now, I must ask you at home, before you hop into the war zone in Marvel Rivals, are you excited for this title? Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Now, speaking of war, there is a game that I recently just talked about, which is called Delta Force. Now, this is going to be a Battlefield-esque type game. Now, recently in the video, I discussed them stealing, and this gets pretty crazy. If you want to check that video out, be sure to click here.